It's my pleasure to welcome you to this interesting and educative platform, Literature 247, where literature texts are reviewed. The text we are reviewing in this video is the JAMB 2025 approved text titled Lekki Headmaster. Lekki Headmaster is written by Kabir Alabi Garba. Earlier on this platform, I've discussed the plot summary as well as chapters 1 to 12 of this novel. So this video is about the character, that is the character analysis of Lekki Headmaster. Let me also tell you that all these videos are linked together. Just make sure you watch one to the end and the next video pops up. Let's go into the classroom. Lekki Headmaster, character analysis. The first character here is Adewale Adebepo, and Mr. Adewale Adebepo is the protagonist of this novel because everything that happens in the text is centered around Adewale Adebepo. He is the most popular character in the novel. Let's continue. Bepo is the protagonist of the novel. He is the husband of Seri and father of Nike and Kike, who are in the UK. He is a dedicated and compassionate principal who has worked at Stardom schools for 24 years. He is 51 years old, tall and light in complexion. Bepo studied English History Education at the University of Benin. He is passionate about education, has a strong connection with his students, and is well respected by both staff and parents. Throughout the story, Bepo navigates various personal and professional challenges, including dealing with a demanding school community, handling difficult parents' relationships, and ultimately preparing to leave Nigeria for the UK. His leadership is characterized by humor, empathy, and a strong commitment to his school's growth. He is also an advocate for cultural preservation and development, often fostering activities that celebrate Nigerian heritage. The second character here is Mrs. Bepo Adewale Seri. That is the wife of Mr. Adewale Adebepo. She's Mr. Bepo Adewale's wife, who lives in London and works as a nurse. She plays a significant role in the story, especially when Bepo faces emotional challenges. Her presence and their relationship add depth to Bepo's character and his personal struggles. While she resides in London, she is a supportive and influential character in the Lekki Headmaster. Though distant from Bepo, her emotional presence significantly impacts his life. As Bepo navigates the challenges of managing Stardom schools, she provides unwavering support and encouragement. Their relationship is marked by mutual respect and love, adding depth to Bepo's character. Her role highlights the importance of personal connections and emotional support in overcoming professional obstacles. Mrs. Bepo Adewale's character emphasizes the balance between personal and professional life, showcasing the strength of her bond with Bepo. The next character is Mrs. Ibidun Bloss. Mrs. Ibidun is the MD of Stardom Schools and the daughter of the school's founder, Chief David Haje. She is a strong and authoritative figure who values discipline and high standard at school. She is a strong and authoritative figure who values discipline and high standard at the school. She studied law at the prestigious Obafemi Awolowo University in Ile-Ife. She plays a significant role in Bepo's farewell, acknowledging his hard work and dedication over the years. Her relationship with Bepo is one of mutual respect, and she recognizes his contributions to the success of the school. She also expresses sorrow at his departure and hopes that he will maintain ties with the school from the UK, that is with the Stardom schools from the UK. The next character is Mr. Jeremy Amos. Mr. Amos is a staff member at Southern Schools, serving as the accountant. He is involved in the school's financial matters and helps manage the school's finances, including overseeing loans for staff members through the school's cooperative society. He is often seen in meetings with the principal and MD, and he plays a role in the farewell event for Beppo. The next character is Mrs. Grace Ape. Mrs. Ape is the vice principal at Southern Schools. She is a key staff member who supports the school's administration and often assists with leadership duties in the absence of the principal. She is part of the farewell team for Beppo and addresses the students during the Monday assembly, reassuring them about the leadership changes. The next character here is Banki. Banki is an assertive and extrovert student at Southern Schools. His rivalry with Tosh intensified during the prefect elections, reaching a breaking point when he publicly insults Tosh's father. This act not only fuels tensions among students, but also draws in their parents, highlighting the emotional stakes of the school's leadership contest. Banki embodies the passionate and sometimes reckless nature of youthful competition, illustrating the challenges of personal ambition in a school setting. The next character is Mr. Ogunwale and his family. Mr. Ogunwale is Beppo's landlord who supports Beppo at any point and in any way he can. His family members include his wife, Jide, his grandson, and Kemi, his granddaughter. They play a crucial role in his journey. As Beppo prepares to leave Nigeria, they offer emotional and practical support, showcasing the strength of communal bonds. Their kindness and encouragement in the novel reflect the deep value of neighborly relationship and the importance of standing by one another during significant life transitions. The next character is Jide. Jide is the grandson of Beppo's landlord and landlady, Mr. and Mrs. Ogunwale. He is particularly fond of Beppo and expresses excitement at the thought of traveling with him to London. He represents the bond Beppo shares with the people around him, especially his landlord family, and shows how deeply Beppo's presence has affected the local community. Jide is part of the farewell moment where Beppo is surrounded by his landlord family before leaving. We also have Kemi. Kemi is Jide's younger sister, part of Ogunwale's family. She has a humorous touch to the farewell moment when she jokingly mentions Japa, quote unquote, in reference to Jide's interest in going to the UK. When Jide is showing interest in following Mr. Beppo to London, that is when Kemi mentioned that. That's when she said that Jide is trying to Japa. Like her brother, she has developed a connection with Beppo over the years, and her innocent remark adds a light-hearted moment to the otherwise emotional farewell. We also have Mr. Audu. Mr. Audu is the art teacher at Southern Schools and is known for his humor and light-heartedness. He nicknamed Beppo the Lekki Headmaster. He makes jokes about Beppo's departure and his own plans to borrow a leave, quote unquote, from Beppo's exemplary work ethic. Audu is part of the farewell team and brings a playful element. Audu is part of the farewell team and brings a playful element to the atmosphere with his jokes. He expresses his excitement about possibly traveling abroad and promises not to cry like some people. The next character is Mr. Ike. He is the school's games master. Mr. Ike is responsible for organizing the novelty march between the students and staff. He plays the role of the referee during the march and is part of the farewell event. His humorous interference in the march, ensuring the staff win, adds a light-hearted touch to the proceedings. We also have Mrs. Ignatius. Mrs. Ignatius is one of the parents at Stardom. She has a complicated relationship with Beppo, as she often shares personal matters with him, including issues concerning her marriage. In Chapter 4, she contacts Beppo late at night to discuss marital issues related to her husband, Ibe Ignatius. Our situation is significant in the context of the narrative, as it brings to light the personal side of Beppo's interactions with the parents of students. The next character is Mr. Ibe Ignatius. Mr. Ibe Ignatius is married to Mrs. Ignatius, and their family is involved in a difficult situation when it's revealed that he is not the biological father of one of their children, named Favor. He is described as a manager in a oil company, and his desire to relocate to the UK for better opportunities is a central part of the family's narrative. His issues with his wife and their family's visa application are pivotal to Mrs. Ignatius' calls to Beppo. We also have Mr. Ayesoro. He is a government teacher at Stardom Schools. He is known for his deep tribal marks, which make him a subject of fear for some students, especially Bibi. His nickname, Mr. Owala, that is his nickname. His nickname, Mr. Owala, reflects his distinct appearance, and his interactions with students, especially Bibi, led to his eventual transfer to another part of the school after Bibi had a nightmare about him. His role adds a layer of humor and tension to the school environment. We also have Mrs. Mary Ladele. Mrs. Mary Ladele is a parent of students at Stardom Schools. She is the mother of Tim and Love. She is portrayed as a woman who watches a Nollywood movie at home while dealing with family matters. She is mentioned in Chapter 4 as part of the school community, highlighting her role as a parent involved with the school. There is also Mr. Fafore. Mr. Fafore is an English teacher at Stardom School, known for his punctuality and dedication. However, his career is threatened when he is accused of making a grammatical error that leads to his eventual sacking. That is alleged by a parent that he made a grammatical error. Fafore's situation reflects the tension between the expectations of the management and the reality of working at the school. It becomes a scapegoat for an issue that was blown out of proportion, which leaves him in a vulnerable position. He is eventually reinstated when it is discovered that he is right. There is also Mr. Ogo. Mr. Ogo is a parent who once proposed a spiritual ritual to boost enrollment at the Fruitful Future School where people work before joining Stardom. He offered to perform a ritual for a fee, claiming it would bring in more students. His action, as well as his later involvement in a fraudulent scheme, highlight the moral dilemma and risks that Beppo faced in his earlier career. The next character is Tai. Tai is an agent Beppo hires to help expedite his passport renewal process in Ibadan. Although working outside the official procedures, Tai plays a crucial role in helping Beppo get his passport renewed quickly, reflecting the corruption and inefficiency that often plague government systems. We also have Chief David Ajay. Chief David Ajay is the founder of Stardom Schools and the father of Mrs. Ibidun Claus. He is revered by both staff and students, and it is his judgments that first hired Beppo when he joined the school. His faith in Beppo's abilities is reflected in his daughter's speech during Beppo's farewell, highlighting his lasting influence on the school's ethos and legacy. The next character is Mr. Guta. Mr. Guta is a parent of two students at Stardom Schools, Dora in SS2 and Nicholas in GSS2. He becomes involved in the conflict surrounding the election for the social prefect, where Banki makes a derogatory remark about him. Mr. Gutta is particularly sensitive about the mention of his past, which include his time in prison for alleged misappropriation of a government contract. This issue sparks a legal dispute with Banki's parents after a heated exchange at the school, resulting in a prolonged legal battle. We also have Tosh, that is Ogba Jr. Tosh is a student in SS2 at Stardom who is involved in the election drama with Banki. Tosh is sensitive to the insult made by Banki, who refers to him as the son of an ex-convict, quote-unquote. This remark escalates into a rivalry between the two students, with parents getting involved in the dispute. The tension between Banki and Tosh reflect the personal grudges carried into the school community by the student families. So it reflects the personal grudges carried into the school community by the student families. There's also Angel. We also have one of our characters named Angel. She's the chapel prefect at Stardom schools and one of the best and most decent students in the school. There's also Mr. Egimeko. Egimeko is the director of this group of schools and is the one who dismisses Beppo's attempt to correct the school's name. He's characterized by a laid-back attitude towards certain issues, including grammar and the school's name. He's also known to have a somewhat flippant sense of humor and is not open to changes that don't align with his spiritual beliefs. The students of the school are also characters. We also have the students as characters. The students of Stardom schools represent the bright future of Nigeria. Through their collective engagements in debate, cultural performances, and leadership contests, they exhibit intelligence, creativity, and determination. Their relationship with Mr. Beppo also reflects on the type of mutual relationship which will exist between students and teacher. So, those are some of the characters we have in that novel. Please, if you are new on this platform, we've discussed the plot summary and also we've revealed all the chapters from 1 to 12. So you can request for any of these videos through the comment section and it will be sent to you. And also, don't forget to click on the subscribe button and the bell icon so that whenever any video is produced, you are going to be notified. Like this video. You are free to share it on any social media platform. If you have any question, you can send it through the comment section and it will be attended to. Let's meet in the next class.